Hello, my good people. Once again, this is Manvik. Now, today we are here together with our fathers in the ministry. Yeah, Pharry and Riziki, our brother Riziki, na ndugu yetu hapo hivi Mkate ambaye amekuwa ni baba yao katika mambo na MC kwa my events. And today we are going to discuss on some issues, one of them being politics na pia ministry. So ningependa sana ndugu yetu hapa anaitwa Riziki aweze kutusalimia, atuambie anaendeleaje katika muziki, amefikia wapi, ndipo atatupatia ndugu yetu pia Pharry. Na kwa wale watu wenyewe walikuwa wanasema hapo wanahitaji collab, yeah, because we want that collaboration between Riziki and Pharry, so that we can see whether is it possible ama our prayers zitakuwa rejected. Yes, my brother Riziki, take over, introduce yourself. Tuambie umetupangia yapi katika ministry yako.
Thank you, good people. Once again, I greet you. Thank you so much, Manvik, for this opportunity. At least tumekutana, tumesalimiana vizuri. I want to appreciate these good people because wametushikilia sana hii safari. This far we've come, it's by the grace of God and also by the support of these people. We really appreciate. Kimuziki tunashukuru sana, tunasonga. Nimewapangia mazuri na hivi karibuni there are so many projects unreleased na tutaweza kuziweka hewani ili watu waweze kubarikiwa zaidi. So we are working on something good ambayo tutatoa hivi karibuni.
Wow.
So tuko na Cowboy 045 Kisii County anajiita hivyo omonyene barashi ngai onakuritirie ti yote beno monyene barashi usega onetie let me give him a mic amepatiwa atote kuzi barashi ga onetie yo na gatwere barashi na garura gachire neo naivasi. Thank you.
Monyene barashi matine Cowboy. Cowboy murene roko onie barashi. Yeah,
actually ngoka onet.
Yeah, ebo no gaiga ekla imezina na tengo kuchi. Ngara jitigake gawe tiandara mlokeru. Adira na jiko sawa tubani batman go differentiate between ebarasi ni ngombe bago ngombe go tike. Na cheti mama tanga ni barasi ando bakaibuka bonje muzangire kana ngombe ya utui.
Yes. So here our brother Pharry, you remember that Pharry amekuwa na events in the recent past. I think is the one mwenye amekuwa na the recent event yenye ilifanyika recently, and for sure people turned up in large numbers. Maybe he'll take this opportunity again to say thank you to those who participated in the event. Kwa hivyo kwacha ndugu yetu pia atusalimie, atuambie ametutayarisha yapi, alafu pia atatuelezea kama watafanya collaboration of course.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Manvik, and the viewers of Manviki, wherever you are, and those who are able to come to my golden at 50 golden strums. Thank you for the support you guys have been giving us, and we really appreciate. Because if it were not for you, then we wouldn't have existed. It's like a farmer going to his farm and trying to come up with crops that he would sell, and he doesn't get people to buy. So if we could do this music and have no people who can listen to, subscribe to our YouTube channels, follow us on our digital platforms, social media, then we wouldn't be able to have the motivation to bring you more new songs each day in and out. So we really wanted to thank you so much for the support that you're giving us. Specifically, drawing back to my last event that I had, launching 50 albums. It's not easy. It's been years, and that tells you, if you had a question to ask me, that what do I have in store for you? Already, you know, I got almost 600 songs unreleased.
Yes.
So there's so much in store for you. Most people have been questioning, have been requesting, you know, for quite some time that would you guys try to do something together with your Riziki, my brother Riziki here? Well, that is the easiest thing to do, and maybe when the right time comes, and who knows the right time? This could be the right time.
Yeah, sure.
You know, we can do something together, and I know you're going to like it. So there's a possibility of amalgamating and coming together, doing something. You know,
Together.
yes, it's good to hear the two tastes put into one. You know, to blend and come up with something that can actually resonate with most of you. So
flavors giving us one taste.
exactly, yeah, a cocktail of a kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So that's all I have to say. Unless there's something, Manvik, you want me to.
Okay. May I know the challenges that maybe you've been facing in this ministry? I know of late by then nimekuwa nikisikia watu they are complimenting you so much. You know, me, I'm on social media. I've
Yeah.
had so many people speak about Pharry,
Right.
about Riziki. Yeah, many people are really appreciating the way you're supporting. You're supporting choirs.
Right.
Hakuna event yenye nimekuona ujakuja and your support inakuanga mzuri.
Yeah.
On top of that, they appreciate the way you are consoling with the bereaved ones. Yeah, umewafika kwa night vigils, you supported many people, and they are really taking that positively.
Right.
And, they are appreciating that. Yeah, we have to give you the flowers where you deserve.
Yeah.
Now, what are the challenges that you people are facing in the ministry?
Well, with anything you
Pharry,
do,
yes,
with anything you do, there must be challenges on equal measure, and therefore, on what you've just talked about, we have to do what we are able to do.
Yeah.
And the giving, it comes from the heart.
Yeah.
If you do not have, you know, that grace for you to be able to help others when they are in need, even if you try to fake, then it's going to happen one or two times, and then you're going to stop. The challenges we have is that we have people who support us from the heart, and there are those who on equal measure, just like I said, with the dark forces.
Yeah, you have
You know?
negative critiques.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are not
you in the negative part.
exactly. They support you negatively, and it's not because they want, because there's something we call positive criticism.
Yeah.
They do not actually criticize you positively, because the positive criticism gives you an opportunity to rectify,
Yeah.
to correct, to improve.
Yeah.
But then these negative kind of criticism that they bring about is just to make you, you know, vanish at all, or maybe not just rise, or maybe pull you down. And something I wanted to allude is that our fans are so fast. You guys, you should not go with that speed, you know, because sometimes you take a very big role of trying to estrange some of us, you know. Like we had an incident last time with my brother Riziki, and it turned out to be, when we sat down and we tried to look at it, we realized it's the fans who are trying to knock our heads around, and that was not good. You fans, nyinyi saa zingine
our fans wanafanya hata yani wao wenyewe wanaona you are enemies.
Yeah, they are trying to create some enmity.
Yes, yet we are here eating and dining together.
It's something that we can iron ourselves together and talk, 1, 2, and it's over. But the way you accelerate it, it doesn't turn out to be to end up well. So those are some of the challenges we get from the fans. And another challenge we get is you struggle to build a reputation, a brand, even someone who starts with selling eggs. Sometimes, the price could be a little lower, and then next he upgrades to a kakibanda mahali, and therefore that means if he was selling an egg for 10 shillings, this is an advancement, and therefore he has created a place for you to sit. So the price must go a little bit high because of what he has been able to do. He was not just selling on the street. He has now advanced to somewhere. If he comes to a restaurant like this, Riziki, Shrab's Riziki restaurant, there are seats here, there's comfort. There's a TV where you're eating as you're watching news or listening to some sweet music. If he adds some 5 shillings on top because of the comfort you're getting, then there's no problem. So that shows you the process of building, of growing, of growth. And therefore in music is the same thing. When you started at some point, you gain some experience, you build that brand. If you are charging maybe some 5,000 shillings to do maybe a birthday, you have grown, you have bought some equipment, and therefore that means you need to add something. So the challenge we get is after spending a lot of time creating, building this brand, you realize that they are jokers.
There are some people who just want to bring it down with
they just look at you, they're like, wewe wote tukupenda
time
10,000 hii ndio inakutosha utufanyie kitu fulani hapa. They do not value you, so you feel discouraged. You feel discouraged. Another one is so obvious, just about how the way we socialize. Sometimes when God has helped you to maybe get a car, then it's God who helped you. Sometimes when you have opened the window, someone is at the corridors of the street somewhere shouting, Pharry, or maybe you didn't hear. They take offense. Next time they meet you, they're like, nilienda kwa comment section, nilienda kumsalimia, hakunisalimia, and yet I didn't hear. Someone was actually attacking me the other day on somewhere in the comments. I think it's TikTok. That huyo mtu nilimsalimia ako na maringo sana. Nikamuuliza hapo kwa comment, nikamuuliza, I'm very sorry, but where was I? Could you please let me know where you saw me and you tried to greet me, and I said, no, what was I doing? Atulifika hapo, you were trying to look for a parking. Now, what was so hard for you waiting for me, because clearly I was going to the supermarket, waiting for me to alight from the car. I've got my parking slot. I've parked it there. I come out because you knew where I'm headed. I'm going to the supermarket. So that you come to me, stretch your hand and say hi to me. I say no, I'm not going to say hi to you. Then, yes. So people over-expect. They want you to stop the vehicle immediately. They shout.
And then you just
like someone who just ordering you around like an errand boy. If okay, I'm sorry. Yes. Another challenge we get, simply because we are public figures. People expect you on, or maybe again, simply because you are doing gospel music, and therefore you are not entitled to have rights. You are supposed to bow and react quickly to whatever people want you to do. For example, one time, just like 2 weeks ago, I was in my house and I wanted to get out, do some meetings. So I jumped into the shower, in the shower. And now someone comes. I heard a knock at the door, and it was the soldier. He was like, "Oh, Pharry K, yes. Who is that? I'm the soldier. What's happening? I want you to come. There's a vehicle. You need to move your car. There's a vehicle that needs you to pave way for them to pass it." Now I was, "Oh, okay. I'm coming. But I'm in the shower right now. I have soap all over my head. I'm coming. Just give me some few minutes." "Oh, okay." So you see, I had to be done with the shower, and then at least dry myself up, because it was not an emergency, death and life, for me to rush actually in a towel to go save a life. I had to clean myself quickly, put on clothes properly, and just go. It was actually a lorry that was going to deliver some goods in a nearby, but clearly there was no road for them to pass, and they do not usually use that route because it's just a small.
It's a pavement.
Yeah, it just leads to where we park usually, but then past that area, where we usually park, it's just a path. Yeah, people used to walk by foot. So now, when I arrived, I found them down there. They were like, "Unajua umetukosea." And I was like, "Why?" "Umetukosea. Sasa unajua wewe ni msanii." So msanii imeingilia wapi na hii kitu? Because I told you, I'm in the shower. What if I was attending to a nature call in my washroom, in my toilet? Honestly, I gave clear information that I'm in the shower. Could you please hold on a little bit? Just be patient, so that
and then you were not informed before.
Exactly. Now, atajua wewe ni msanii, nikamwambia wacha kuleta mambo ya usanii. Some people, those are the challenges we get. So mimi ni msanii juu ninaimba gospels, juu nafanya nini? Hata kama ninakula ama hata kama nilikuwa choo, niwache nikatizie hapo, nikimbie niende kusongeshea watu
mimi ni msanii
wenye hawafai kupita hapo in the first place.
Right.
Mimi nitoe gari yangu parking mahali nafaa kupark rightfully. With the people who didn't even inform us that they will be coming, they are just inconveniencing me in the first place. It's just a favor I'm doing to them to move the vehicle, so that they can try. Actually, they were trying, like, can we try and see if we can navigate through? Because this is a lorry, actually trailer. This,
I saw that.
Yes. Yeah. So those are the challenges. Simply because I'm an artist. Ati sasa heshima yako imetoka huko juu imekuja hapa chini.
Kwani umeileta?
Sasa yeye ndiye alileta. Ati nyimbo zako sasa sijui nini. Nikamwambia sasa hiyo respect mimi sihitaji.
Sasa hiyo ni that is manipulation.
Exactly.
Actually, I can hear.
So those are part of the challenges we do get. Amongst many. Yeah.